identities. Your identity will be secret, and you will have a very serious job. And only those people who are sound mind and who are in control of themselves and who are not going to damage or tamper with this data or steal or in any way, shape or form. This was part of Project 1X. This was part to solve the world. I'm a mathematician, and I studied the ESOL type mathematic things. The ESOL was an exams by Cambridge University. I did sort of I had home tutors, but I'm an eccentric guy. I had 5 scientific calculators that can do huge big sums and like 12 mobile phones. This is very get to the point. This is about Project 1X. The point is, protect this data, protect the folders, make backup systems. I will employ a secretary or work with another corporation. We will employ a secretary and an administration team to make copies of all the data that is in folders, and to publishing companies to publish and make thousands and thousands of copies. Some we will vault, some we will put in a decoy security vault to protect against theft and vandalism. There'll be passwords and access points. When you do come into this corporation, you come to this level at the highest point. This is the highest point, Project 1X, because it's part of the Solve the World project. Then you will be of sound mind, you will be in control of yourself. You will not in a jealous way or in a vindictive way tamper or destroy any data. If you do, you will get life imprisonment. There will be some protocol data with a judge and with a legal team and the police force and special police force, and anyone who tampers with this data, you will get life imprisonment. My message to Africa: you are the most undeveloped country on the planet. It is like a bottomless well. It just needs money and money and money and charities and charities and charities. Put it this way, take my advice, get to the coast and filter the seawater to safe drinking water, or use the seawater for plant and for irrigation, because plant life grows around the coast of Africa because you've got the sea. There is the middle of Africa, it gets the equator for some reason. It's just the most undeveloped country on the planet. If I was in Africa, I would go to the coast because you've got the sea and you've got plant life, and you've got, where there's plant life there's water, and where there's water you can use water for cleaning and hygiene. You can use filter systems to extract the salt out of it. The military know what I'm talking about, and scientists as well. Put it this way, if I was in Africa, I would be heading straight to the coast. It's where the sea is and the plant life is, and you can have a food source, and the land is I'm not an expert in Africa, but I'm sure you've got ships coming in with imports, and you've got more opportunity. That's what I would do anyway. But I don't live in Africa, so there you go. I live in an island in Europe that has great vegetation, and I have survived to this age. I'm over 30, and Project 1X is my pride and joy. Hopefully it's not a sin to be pride, but I'm a scientist type guy. Get to the point. In life, find a woman, if you're a man or a woman, find a partner, get married and have children, or have children, pass on your DNA to the next generation. That's the most important thing. This data will be left with a university professor, or someone of sound mind, or a set of mathematicians, or people who are connected with a channel, maybe Channel 4, or a news team, or a security team to protect this data and vault it. This was part of Project 1X, which will be published in a book. We'll get editors and we'll put a team on it, and we will publish this as books, and we will make this as a backup and a copy. This is important for the planet Earth and for the survival of mankind. This was a mathematical sum and formula for 10 billion people, for the future of mankind, for the future of the human race. The cost is, if a food hamper costs €100, for 100 times 10 billion, the 10 billion represents 10 billion world population. So 100 times 10 billion equals 1,000 billion. That food hamper will last a week, so the cost to save the world is 1,000 billion a week. That's for 10 billion food hampers. Anything over excess can go in storage. The transportation costs and manufacturing costs is double and triple. But that is the cost. 1,000 billion for food hampers, 1,000 billion for living expenses, 1,000 billion for emergency extreme weather tents, survival equipment, first aid equipment. That is part of Solve the World project. That is part of Project X. Project 1X in 2013. This is serious. This is for security personnel. You will protect this. This will be your job. And then when you are, you will train and you will bring more and more security in. If I could wave a magic wand, I would have about 5,000 security officers protecting all of this. There will be 5,000 people plus in ZXI Corporation. People all over the world. You will be 100% correct. You'll be of sound mind and you'll be very serious. And you'll be good at your job. This is it. This is Project 1X. I'm Herbert Hector Hexon. I was a recluse and a mathematician. 1,000 billion for 10 billion food hampers. I repeat, for 10 billion food hampers, the cost is 1,000 billion to a World Bank. Scan a barra bond of 1,000 billion. Send it to a food hamper factory to make 10 billion food hampers a week for the planet. A world reserve fan. Life is emergency. The planet is on an emergency. 24-hour emergency. We are human beings. We have to solve the planet. That's what this is about. Thank you very much. My name is Herbert Hexon. This is Vault Data Project 1X. 1,000 billion for 10 billion food hampers. 1,000 billion for 10 billion food hampers. 1,000 billion euros for 10 billion food hampers a week. That's the cost. I've done it. Do it. You're going to help people and save people's lives. Life's about survival. This is a survival project, Project 1X, to solve the planet. This is to save the world and human race. 1,000 billion a week for 10 billion people every week forever. Thank you very much. The time is running out on this. Thank you. Project 1X. This will be developed and I'll put teams on this to